8 scientifically proven ways to make him fall for you, guaranteed. See him a lot. Familiarity breeds attraction. Research shows that the more you see someone, the more attracted they will become to you. This goes regardless of how attractive you actually are or how attractive they initially found you. There is something about a familiar and friendly face we appreciate. We've always been told that first impressions are what matters and that for guys especially it's a yes or no right away when it comes to women. But attraction really isn't a fixed thing. We know that someone's personality can make them more attractive to us, but it takes time to get to know someone. They obviously have the same face before and after you discover they have a fantastic sense of humor or are super smart, making them more attractive. In the same way, studies show that just seeing someone frequently can boost how attractive you think they are. What to do? Get some face time with him. Do this only if it can be done naturally. Don't be a stalker and show up at places where you think he'll be. Well, don't do that too often anyway. It's fun if, for example, you were invited to a birthday party and normally wouldn't have gone, but you know he'll be there, so that changes your mind. Because as far as anyone knows, you're there for the party and not to see him. But know when to take a hint. If you see him a lot and he's had ample opportunity to take things to the next level and he isn't doing so, it's because he doesn't want to. Familiarity breeds attraction, but it can also breed contempt. Remember, there are two sides to every coin, and you need to go with what your gut is telling you, not just blindly follow a series of steps. If you feel pretty strongly that he's not interested, move on. Someone else out there will think you're amazing. But if you think there's a chance he could be attracted to you, use these tips to make him more interested. Open up to him. Being a little vulnerable and sharing bits of our authentic selves can create a sense of closeness, and it's what paves the way for forming a truly intimate connection. One study found self-disclosure is the key to making people like you, and this goes beyond just romantic relationships. People who disclose more personal things about themselves tend to be more liked than people who don't. Also, it goes both ways, because once we disclose more personal things to others, we like them more too. Have a good personality. Good news: personality counts for a lot more than you think. In one study, researchers asked men to rate how attractive they found photos of a wide variety of women's bodies, ranging from super skinny to obese. But one group saw information about the women's personalities before viewing the photos, while the other group saw only the photos. Bottom line, personality mattered. We know men are visual, but the idea that they only care about looks isn't supported by the study. Men who were given positive personality traits to associate with the photos were attracted to a wider range of body sizes than the group that wasn't. Not only were men more attracted to overweight women when they were told they had good personalities, they were less attracted to skinny women who had bad personalities. Wear red. Red is known as a color of passion and love, but apparently, it's not just symbolic. Wearing red can actually increase a guy's attraction for you. Studies had already established that red on females increases male attraction in the animal world, but now a study has been done to see how this works for us. In one experiment, men who talked with women in red ended up asking more intimate questions than they did of women wearing green. As we mentioned earlier, self-disclosure is key in attraction. If he wants to know more about you, he likes you. In another experiment, men talking with women in red instead of blue chose to sit closer to the women in red. When men like you, they want to be close to you. The scientists running these experiments believe that for men, red means sex, and this isn't just cultural conditioning, it's biological. Use science to your advantage. Do something exciting. Good news, adrenaline junkies. Thrill-seeking can increase feelings of attraction. That adrenaline rush mimics feelings of arousal, so feelings of attraction are pretty much guaranteed to follow. You'll not only have fun and a new shared experience to bond over, an exciting or scary experience will make you more attracted to one another. Studies have actually shown that shortly after experiencing something scary, men were 4 times as likely to call a woman than if they just experienced something ho-hum that didn't get their adrenaline going. Not an adrenaline junkie? That's okay, it's not just scary stuff that leads to attraction. The increase in adrenaline from regular physical activity can do the trick too. One study showed that after only 15 minutes of physical activity, people were more attracted to people of the opposite sex than people who did no exercise at all. Get your snuggle on. We naturally want to touch people we like, and most of us like being touched, so it's probably no surprise that touching has been shown to build attraction. Studies show that when you touch someone, they are more likely to become attracted to you. There are real science-based reasons for this. Touch can cause a chemical reaction within us and change how we feel about someone else. In the early stages of a relationship, touch causes a rush of dopamine that makes us feel high. Love really is a drug. In one study, touching coupled with eye contact caused elevated heart rates and increased desire, and in another, it only took brief touches to increase lickability and attraction. Touch remains important throughout a relationship. As time goes on, touch doesn't fill us with as much lust, but it creates feelings of bonding and comfort. Be interesting. Above all else, the way to capture a man's interest is to be interesting. We don't really need science to tell us this. It's human nature to be attracted to people who are interesting.